It's important to normalize the process of recording and publishing your creative, authentic energy. It doesn't have to literally mean recording a YouTube video like I'm doing now, but throughout the day, you have to realize that you have energy. Now, you may not have a lot of energy based on the kind of diet that you eat, the kind of habits you have, like if you smoke a lot, or if you gossip a lot, or if you watch too much TV or too much porn. There's certain bad habits that will make your energies feel really, really low. But still, even if you have low energy, you still have some energy. And I think in the year 2024, as we live in the internet age, and it's never been easier to just publish something creative. It doesn't even have to be about publishing, but I think it's just important if you want to live a more authentic life, a more fulfilled life, where you feel more connected with your source. You feel like you're actualizing your highest potential. You're actually using your gifts. You're actually using your full potential as a human being. You have so much potential to use your brain and your mouth and your hands and your eyes, and just this vehicle that we're in is phenomenal, and it has a lot of potential to generate a lot of beauty, a lot of goodness, a lot of truth and fulfillment in actuality, to actually manifest beautiful things in reality. But the problem is that you're not really doing that. You're kind of just like doing the bare minimum, which is like eating, shitting, having sex, and, chatting with people, yapping about whatever random stuff, and doing work that is just like, putting stuff on the shelf. Now, I'm not trying to demean that. It's not, someone has to do that. It's not a bad thing. But I'm saying that it's just way below what you could potentially be doing in your life as a human being. So the bridge here, I think a very important element, along with obviously focusing on yourself, right? Focusing on your own energy. But I think the bridge that's important here, the habit, is to become comfortable and familiar with the process of taking whatever feelings you have in the moment, whether it's ideas, they could be thoughts, they could be feelings or emotions, and actually getting them out in a recorded way. So it could be onto a piece of paper. It could be onto a notepad or a screen if you're typing it out. It could be recording like I'm doing now. It could be a voice recording, whatever it is. But the point is, throughout the day, you're a beautiful human being that feels a full range of intricate and beautiful emotions, along with many awesome ideas that are cool and that are worth sharing, they're worth putting out there. Now, the point is that when you share this creative energy, I don't know where you're going to share it, whatever feels right for you. Think to yourself, what medium of art do you consume the most during the day? If you consume a lot of YouTube videos, then why not make your own YouTube videos? If you consume a lot of music, then why not make your own music? If you consume a lot of Instagram posts or poetry or paintings or movies or whatever it is, work on finding some sort of way where you can create that. Now, the point is that it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be something that you like. Has to be what you like. Now, I was looking at some interviews with Rick Rubin. He is a very famous music producer who had his hand in a lot of very famous artist music like the Beastie Boys, for example. And he was just always in the studio. He's almost like a creative facilitator. So he wrote a book called The Creative Act. And one of the main ideas in this book is to make art for you. Because you can't control what the audience is going to think. Everyone is living in their own worlds. Everyone has their own personal reactions to any piece of art. When you make a movie or a video or a painting, everyone's going to receive it based on what they need in that moment, or based on their own life experience, their own thoughts, what they're studying in school, and the books they read, and all of this. Everyone has their own lens. So you can't control how someone else is going to receive the thing that you make. What you can control is, do you like it? Is it your style? It doesn't have to be the style. Like when you're making a YouTube video, it doesn't have to be the formula. Like it has to have a proper intro with a proper title screen or a proper thumbnail, or what. It doesn't have to be proper. It just has to be you. And you have to like it. It has to be honest, true, or good, or just beautiful. But the thing that blocks you normally is just a couple things. Number one is self-judgment, thinking that if I just put my raw, honest self out there, then something bad's going to happen to me. I'm going to lose money. I'm going to lose status. I'm going to lose relationships. I'm going to lose respect. So the solution to this, number one, is to give up the need to even get those things in the first place. I've had a lot of life experiences in my life that have taught me that I'm okay with nothing. Like, for example, after I graduated high school, I decided to fly to Thailand to meditate in a monastery. And I lived there for 3 months, or maybe a little shorter. But I was just walking and sitting all day, doing walking meditation, sitting meditation, and I wasn't paying much money. I was only paying like $100 a month, and that was just on donation. I didn't even have to pay that. I could have stayed for free. I was volunteering my labor, helping to move boxes and stuff, and just being a nice person and meditating. So this experience taught me that in life, I'm okay with nothing. Even if I don't have the nice TV or the nice car or even a girlfriend or whatever it is, I can just live in a little hut and sit and walk and breathe and be alive. And I know it's sometimes it's difficult. It sounds torturous, but when you really surrender to it, it's like you're good. You're still alive. The people in the monastery would feed me a little bit. Also remembering that I've been in certain scenarios where I've had no money, like not even $2 to rub together, and I've had rent due and all of this. In those scenarios, somehow I always made it through. There was always another loaf of bread. I always was able to get the meal or to somehow generate the money. So I've had many life experiences that have put me in the ditch to help me realize that even when you're in the ditch, you're okay. So even when you don't have your relationship, you're okay. Even when people don't like you, you're okay. Even when you don't have money, you're okay. Even when you're sleeping under the bridge, you're still okay. You're still creative. You're still resourceful. You're still intelligent. Even if you're in like survival mode, right? Where you're literally like, you have no house and you're like, you have like a freaking wagon full of all of your belongings. In that survival mode, your mind activates this like instinct, this primal instinct of like, I need to survive. Like I'm gonna stay alive. So you have that within you. You also have the universe supporting you as well. All right? You have opportunities to be supported. You have support in your life. So this is so important to understand that you're safe to be a little bit crazy in your art that you make. You're safe to be hated. You're safe to be polarizing. You're safe to be a little bit extreme, or just to allow the energy to manifest authentically, which is not always socially acceptable, but it's true, it's real. Why? What's the point of this? Why would you even want to just like have some sort of practice or just some sort of habit, or just to normalize the process of putting your and doing something with your energy that's creative? Like this morning I woke up and I was really horny, very horny. I had like 10 different dreams of sex in many different ways. Okay, very horny today. So instead of masturbating when I wake up, instead I've been practicing this thing called sexual transmutation, where the point is that your energy, your creative energy, wants to get out and it wants to manifest somehow. If you don't give it a channel to manifest in, it's going to manifest in the easiest channel, which is usually just a physical release of sexual energy. So what I did is, first thing when I woke up in the morning, is I visualized, I just like, okay, so how can I channel this energy and how can I get it out? And I saw myself typing on my laptop. So I got out of bed, I used the bathroom, I brushed my teeth, and then I just grabbed my laptop, I sat on my bed, and I just typed up a little write-up. It's in my YouTube community. It's kind of the same ideas that we're talking about here, but I was just like, it was a nice, couple paragraphs of being authentic, channeling your creative energy, giving it an outlet. It's basically what we're talking about here. But after I did that, I felt good. It was beautiful. It's a good write-up. It's posted in my YouTube community, and soon I'm making a blog where I'm trying to give myself an outlet where you can actually see the things that I make. And the point is that it's great. It's helpful. It's beautiful. I feel like I was just channeling love, like awesome, authentic ideas coming from God, just within the energy of love. Yeah, and it's not perfect. I guess I'll try to link the post in the description. It's not perfect, but it exists, and I did something helpful with my energy. I manifested my creative energy instead of the easiest way, which is just like masturbating or doing drugs or playing video games. Now, there's nothing wrong with any of those things. All of those things are well and good. But they can kind of cap your expression of authentic energy. Like, I actually allow myself to play video games. I've been loving video games. I play my Nintendo Switch, and I've been enjoying a lot of different games. But that's more so like at night, after I've already done something beneficial with my energy. I don't do drugs too much. Sometimes I do masturbate, but the point is that give your creative energy an outlet, okay? Normalize the expression of your creative energy, and this will help you immensely in your self-actualization. It'll help you feel more fulfilled, like you're actually being your best self, like you're actually actualizing your gifts, your potentials. And don't need it to be perfect. Don't make such a big deal about it. Just make it like a normal thing. Like a lot of my videos, you gotta understand, guys, like I spend a lot of my day just like thinking of ideas in my mind, arguing ideas, trying to prove certain points, And sometimes instead of just keeping that all in my mind, I just turn on my camera and I just say it out loud. And I get hundreds of views. I get clients. Many people find it very helpful. So I'm taking the energy that is already pummeling my mind all day. I'm already arguing with points, and I'm already getting ideas throughout the day. I'm already thinking of cool creative things, and I'm just giving it an outlet. Like recently, I've even been posting memes on the YouTube community and on Instagram as well. Sometimes I just get funny memes in my mind, and I actually act on it. I actually make it. I actually get it done, and I post it. It's important because you're a creative being, and God is giving you creative ideas all day. So you have to commit to acting on them. Be the type of person that acts on it, that gets it out, that actually gets it done, that releases it creatively, not physically, right? Non-physically, in the idea realm. Release the vision for your painting, right? And let it flow. Let it flow. Chill out about it. Like when I was doing my write-up this morning, I only had the first sentence in my mind. All I knew was that I wanted to type something. I didn't know what it was. And I just had the first sentence in my mind. So that's what I did. I just literally, the way I was typing was based on feeling. I was literally just doing whichever sentences felt the best. It was like a jazz musician who's improvising. It's not like a mental process. It's literally a basic, rudimentary, almost instinct level process. It's not something that's so conceptualized in my mind. It's just like, which words feel good, and just do those ones. Which sentences want to come out, just do those ones. That's it. It's just like, it's coming from love, wanting to share, which sentences are beautiful. See, I'm a writer. I'm very linguistic in my creative expression. That's me. Maybe I'll make music in the future, Maybe I'll make memes or whatever it is. But for you, it might be dancing. Which moves feel good? It doesn't need to be overly choreographed. Which painting feels good? Generally, how do you want it to look at the end? And just start and let the process take you. All right, this is something I've been loving helping my clients with. This is like creative development, authentic expression of your gifts. Authentic expression of your gifts is so important for switching you onto your highest timeline where you can fully enjoy your human birth. It helps you to become more abundant. Because you're giving stuff out to the world, not everyone's going to like it. Some people will. You're increasing your opportunity for monetizing yourself as an individual. One of the setups, if you can get this set up in your life, you're kind of set, is to be able to, in some way, shape, or form, to monetize your authentic being. And let me tell you guys, it doesn't have to be that hard. It doesn't have to be that hard. Okay, it's possible. It doesn't have to take so long. It's a thing that you can do. All right. So I'd love to chat with you about it personally. You can book a free call with me in the description just to see where you're at. If you want some help, I'll let you know about if I can offer you more help. You can join my community. That's an option. Otherwise, I can just give you some help for free. Yeah, all right. I also have a free community as well. You can come chat with me. And yeah, I think that's all for today, guys. Okay, bye.